Cosby on his appeal before the Pennsylvania Supreme Court concerning his 2018 sexual assault conviction, which ultimately got overturned, and Cosby walked out of prison a free man. Now she's taking on a new client, R. Kelly, who was convicted in September of sex trafficking and racketeering charges and currently faces life in prison for those crimes. Joining me now is Kelly's new legal counsel, Jennifer Bonjean herself.
Hi everyone, I am your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Welcome to my channel. Welcome. As you can see, what this video is going to be about, yes everyone, I have paper, I have ink, and I'm going to go ahead and probably go live this Saturday to go over the Mann Act portion of Mr. R. Kelly's New York appeals case. So yes, this upcoming Saturday, I'm going to go over the Mann Act legal arguments filed by attorney Jennifer Bonjean. Remember everyone, there were 10 legal issues filed, 10 legal arguments, on behalf of Mr. Robert Kelly, filed by his appeals attorney, Jennifer Bonjean. And in my opinion, I believe it's strong. This is a good look. She's clear and concise. And I'm just praying that the appeals court of appeals, does what's in the best interest of justice. Yes. So yes, as you can see, yes, I printed it out. I'm not sure how my live is going to go Saturday, so just bear with me from a technical perspective, but I do have paper and ink, and I did print out the remaining pages of the appeals, the New York appeals brief. And so stay tuned. This Saturday, April the 29th. This Saturday, April 29th, I will be going live. I'm thinking possibly about, what time? Probably about 6:30ish, 7 o'clock. I will be going live to go over the Mann Act. And there were 5 different type of legal arguments relative to the Mann Act. So I'm going to provide another opinion and breakdown of Mr. Kelly's New York appeals case that has been filed on his behalf. Really quickly before I go, I want you all to like, share, subscribe to The Mix. Like, share, subscribe for those who are not subscribed to my channel, and drop a comment. Go ahead and drop a comment and listen to this video from beginning to end. I'm going to go ahead and also play a clip for you guys, and then I'm going to come back with my opinion on this clip. This is attorney Jennifer Bonjean, and she did an interview originally with Grigio, I think, media or news, and I just want to jog you all's memory as to just who she is, why she took Mr. Kelly's case, and I support the fact that she took his case because, in my opinion, I think she's a hell of an attorney. It's always great to have someone in your best interest who's advocating for you, someone that you can trust, someone you can definitely trust, and from a legal perspective, because some attorneys out here are all in it for the money grab, all in it for the notoriety, not really in it for the justice. Some of them are ambulance chasing attorneys. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and play this clip of Jennifer Bonjean. It's an old clip, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
Thank you for having me, Yodi.
Okay, Jennifer, so I'm going to start this conversation by asking you the most obvious question, one I'm sure you get all the time. Why would you defend R. Kelly?
I approach every case the same way. And I look and I say, has there been a miscarriage of justice? And in my mind, a miscarriage of justice occurs when the government oversteps, when they overreach, when they violate someone's constitutional right to a fair trial. And then I ask myself, is there anything I can do about it? Can I possibly get this individual some type of remedy, some type of relief? And when I looked at R. Kelly's case, I found that both of those things were true. And so I had no reservations about taking R. Kelly's case. What I see was a travesty of justice and how the process worked. And when the process doesn't work, the outcomes are not fair, they're not righteous. And as a result, I took R. Kelly's case. And I pass on cases, but this is a case that I felt satisfied both of those requirements.
Okay, everyone. Yeah, there you have it. You heard that clip. It's an old clip, and I believe you can find it, of course, floating around on the internet and on YouTube. It's through Grigio, I think, media. But yeah, Miss Attorney Jennifer Bonjean speaks, and like I stated, I wanted to kind of walk you all back and paint this picture as to why Attorney Jennifer Bonjean took Mr. R. Kelly's case. Something stuck out. Has there been a miscarriage of justice? Which Attorney Jennifer Bonjean questioned herself, rhetorical question to herself or whatever, and of course she answered it. However, yes, absolutely, there was a miscarriage of justice, and is Mr. Kelly due remediation from this in his favor? Absolutely, just due. Is there remedy for this? Yes, it is, through the Court of Appeals. Hopefully, everything goes well, because again, as you can hear, Attorney Jennifer Bonjean, she's just not taking any cases just to be taking it. She laid it out for you here. She laid it out. It's a travesty. It's definitely a miscarriage of justice when you have overzealous prosecutors, when you have unethical tactics, unfairness through procedures, when you have all of that. It's a great miscarriage of justice. As I stated before, this is chess, not checkers. I don't care if you get your hands is caught in a cookie jar. You can't break the law trying to prosecute someone. That's just not how it's supposed to work. So yeah, I had to play that clip just to take you all back, just to paint a picture as to what type of attorney Jennifer Bonjean is. As I stated before, I call her a pit bull in a skirt. I say that respectfully and rightfully so, but just her tenacity, her skill set, and her passion, it just draws me in. And I'm not saying she's some type of savior or anything, but from a legal perspective, I love good attorneys. I love good attorneys, how they navigate the system, especially when they do it fair and justly. But I'm going to go ahead and play another clip for you guys. This clip is just a snippet from Chicago CBS News about the federal sentencing, when Attorney Jennifer Bonjean did an interview after the federal sentencing in Chicago. And so you can get her take on what she thought about that. But I'm just giving you guys, just going over this and just painting a picture. And again, I plan on going live this Saturday to go over the Mann Act. This Saturday, Central Standard Time, around 6:30 p.m., no later than 6:45. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to share my screen, but I will be going live. Those who can join, fine. If not, fine. Just catch it on a playback. So, but let me go ahead and play this other clip.
Well, yes. Obviously, our papers were seeking something closer to a minimum sentence. I was pleased that the judge agreed with our guidelines range. Less pleased that he went above the guidelines range. But ultimately, running the sentence concurrent and just basically adding 1 year to what he actually serves, which I've already noticed that some of the media doesn't seem to get this. Not you guys necessarily, but the sentence was largely run concurrent, 19 years, 1 year added on in real time, and that is a win in our view, and it's the right outcome. The judge was reasonable. He, I think, took into account both sides, and ultimately was fair. Although, again, I would have, of course, liked a lower sentence, but the fact that he ran it concurrent, mostly, with the exception of 1 year, is a big win for us.
Okay, you guys, there you have it. That last little audio clip I played, and that was from CBS Chicago News. This was obviously an old interview right after Mr. Kelly was sentenced last year in the Chicago federal case. So what stuck out with this one is that's what I just didn't understand. Like, a lot of different media reports, they were trying to make it seem like, oh, the concurrent sentence is horrible. And I'm like, that's actually good. I learned that in my legal classes. It's better to have concurrent sentencing, concurrent sentencing because you're kind of fulfilling both sentences at once. So I didn't understand that either, because I'm like, the media, some people are just so, like Attorney Greenberg said, people are just greatly misinformed. Yeah, and it's called consecutive sentencing. If you have two separate consecutive sentencing, it's horrible because you're doing one sentencing during one period of time. Just say you sentenced to 10 years. You're doing that 10 years, and then if you get sentenced in another case, and that's 20 years, after those 10 years up, now you got to do 20 years. So running them concurrently will reduce your time. It will, and I learned that in my legal classes. So consecutive sentencing versus concurrent sentencing, I just didn't understand what the media, they were reporting like, ooh, that was some, ooh, that's major, that's horrible. Overall, the case is horrible. As I stated before, overall this is horrible, and I hope everything works out in Mr. Kelly's favor in terms of appeals. But yeah, this gives you an idea, though, how the media and how people could be misinformed. Like Attorney Greenberg stated, ill-informed or uninformed public, they're not going to think from a legal perspective and all of that. So they're going to probably frame their thoughts more emotionally instead of logically. But yeah, I just had to play those clips. Attorney Jennifer Bonjean, she's been on the case, and I just wish she was on the case from the beginning, from a trial perspective. Greenberg, I was a little irritated with him at one point, and I don't know, maybe because he it's probably some things going on behind the scene that I was unaware of, but I think he remained on the case trial-wise when Attorney Jennifer Bonjean came on board towards the end. So, but it could have been worse for Mr. Kelly with the Chicago case, federal case, because to my understanding, it was more charges. Attorney Jennifer Bonjean really made a difference. Unfortunately, the outcome was not good for those who are in support of Mr. R. Kelly, and he was convicted. But hey, it's time to move forward. And again, I feel that this appeals is greatly strong, especially in the state of New York. And someone stated too on my live that the appeals for Chicago federal case, I think that will be filed in May. So I'm going to do my best to try to follow that as well. But yeah, like, share, subscribe to the mix, drop a comment as well. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. And like I said, I just had to walk you all through how do we kind of get here from an appeal and case perspective for Mr. Kelly with Attorney Jennifer Bonjean, and just her, and go over to my video section. You can see there are, I did a couple videos on her background, so it's there in my video section of my channel. And like, share, subscribe to the mix. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate, go ahead and sell your girl at tplegal30@gmail.com, tplegal30@gmail.com. Prayers up for Mr. R. Kelly. Also, I have a Cash App, $, THEMIXX30. You can donate that way as well. And all donations go towards content enhancement for my channel, The Mix. But I thank everyone who tuned in to the live. And again, I will be going live Saturday. It's official. I'm going live Saturday unless something prevents me from not going live. The time is set, and I'm going to post it in my community section. 6:30 p.m. this upcoming Saturday, Central Standard Time. No later than 6:45, I will be live. So, but yeah, again, I don't know how my screen sharing is going to work. I don't know how all of that's going to work. So, I might just be using paper again. So my apologies in advance. But thank you all for tuning in to the mix. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Also, drop a comment in support of Mr. R. Kelly. What song, your favorite song? Also, drop a comment about the appeal. What are your thoughts on the appeal? Do you believe it's strong? Do you believe that maybe somebody behind the scenes might try to ricochet it? I'm speaking from a conspiracy perspective now. Yeah, so and ricochet it and impact the appeals court in a negative way. I just hope that this is it and that we don't have to go to the Supreme Court. It just, the buck stops here. Let the New York case be the catalyst for, overturning Mr. Kelly's conviction. So I thank you all for tuning in to my channel. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.